Hi everyone, Lakehart here. Today I'm going to be drawing two of my characters. I'm starting off with Luke. He is a prince in his own kingdom in my world of characters. It's very descriptive. But he is just one of my he's based on my original character, like the first one, the Mary Sue, the beautiful original character. But I will draw her eventually. She actually that character ended up branching off into two characters, one being the Luke that I'm drawing now, and then another one being the namesake Lizzie, because Luke's story is very, stereotypical of a character. He's a prince, but he's in a relationship with Z, who's the character I'm going to be drawing later. He is trans, that's why there's a subtle trans flag in the background. I actually drew this one originally for a scholarship, so it's not my best work, but I had like less than 6 hours to finish it, because the deadline was at midnight that night that I started working on this, so yeah. As you can see, I'm heavily using references for these, just for like anatomy and stuff, because I'm just trying to figure out how human bodies work. Like, I can guarantee you that the paper pencil sketches I have are not nearly as good as these are. And that's not even saying much. I ended up eventually changing his design from the hairstyle he has now to more of a mullet style. And because sue me, mullets are cute. I'm sorry. Like, not like the cowboy mullet, but like the fruity mullet is beautiful. I struggled so much with figuring out how wolf ears work. I almost just gave up and said, screw it, they're not having wolf ears. But I was like, no, they're werewolves, they have to have wolf ears. So I was, just doing that. And, but eventually I figured out a way that I kind of like. I don't think they're the best ears. Like, I think my ears on actual animals that are supposed to have ears look better. But yeah, then I struggled so much with figuring out how I wanted to shade this. But then we moved on to Z. Z is a knight. He is Luke's personal guard and also his boyfriend. The two are definitely not related. Z gave me so much problems with so many different things, because Z has always been like a character that I really liked ever since the beginning of his character, like way back when he went by Brandon. I changed it because I hate that name. That name just, no, not happening. But his name is now Z, and he, like, way back when I first made him, he was based on characters from a web series that I was watching, but as he developed, he started taking inspiration from a bunch of different characters. One main one being Zuko, because I had an Avatar phase a while back, and oh my gosh, it was not a good time, but it was fine. So that's why his name's Z, because I thought it was cool. But other than, like, personality wise, they're very not similar. It's just certain, like, aspects of, like, the scar and stuff. It's a different type of scar. It's meant to be sort of reminiscent of magic, which is why it's kind of like sprawled out. But I had a lot of fun with his design. I think he is probably one of my favorite characters I've designed so far, other than maybe Thorn, who will be coming in my next video. Thorn and Jack will be in the next video. They are also dating. I'm doing them by couples, and I swear I will have a straight couple eventually. Just not in the works right now. Probably will be Mint and Fang will probably be my first straight couple. But, yeah. So, Z's biggest issue with me was just getting backgrounds and skin tones, because I felt like whenever I would do a skin tone, it would always either appear too orange, too light, whatever, because I was struggling with this. I will say my proudest part of Z is definitely probably his scar. I think it looks really cool. Eventually I end up changing the outline on the scar to make it just a darker, like a more like fleshy tone, because I think that makes it look better. I don't know. Z's outfit choices was very simplistic. It's just like meant to be like a leather jacket, a white t-shirt, black jeans, just very simplistic, so he doesn't like stand out, so that he's not like distracting or whatever, or assuming when he's doing his job as being a guard. And So I just think he's just an overwhelmingly decent design. Not by no means are these like peak character designs by any means. It's just something that I do for fun to like sort of get my ideas from my brain into like some form of actuality. And then here comes the god awful backgrounds. I think maybe I'm not sure. But I started out with like just trying to figure out like, do I want to give him like what type of background do I want to give him? Oh, never mind. I do shading first. Shading is by the time I've gotten to Z, I kind of figured out what I wanted for shading, but not really. So I thought originally about doing a moon and sun background because it's one of my friends recommended, but I decided I hated how it looked. I kind of just stared at it for like 3 hours, just deciding, is it as bad as I think it is? I don't know, maybe. Before I decided to scratch it, then I thought maybe wood, and I was like, that's too complicated. Then I switched the side that the shading is on, and I decided just a solid gray background. That's it. Yay.